Imatinib, a tyrosine kinase inhibitor, has revolutionized the landscape of cancer treatment since its approval by the FDA in 2001. Its mechanism of action involves selectively targeting and inhibiting specific proteins within cancerous cells, particularly the BCR-ABL fusion protein in chronic myeloid leukemia, CML, and the c-KIT protein in gastrointestinal stromal tumors, GIST. By disrupting the signaling pathways that drive the uncontrolled proliferation of these cells, imatinib effectively halts the progression of these malignancies. This targeted approach sets imatinib apart from traditional chemotherapy, which often damages healthy cells along with cancerous ones, leading to severe side effects. Imatinib's success in treating CML and GIST has paved the way for further exploration of its efficacy in other cancers. Its ability to block the activity of specific oncogenic proteins has sparked interest in utilizing imatinib for the treatment of solid tumors, such as lung and breast cancers. Additionally, ongoing research is investigating the potential of imatinib in combination therapies, aiming to enhance its effectiveness in combating a broader spectrum of malignancies. The precision of imatinib's mechanism of action offers a glimpse into the future of personalized cancer treatment, where therapies are tailored to target the specific molecular characteristics of an individual's tumor. In the realm of cancer treatment, imatinib's emergence as a targeted therapy has redefined the approach to managing certain malignancies. Its ability to disrupt the molecular pathways driving the uncontrolled growth of cancer cells has positioned it as a cornerstone in the treatment of CML and GIST. Furthermore, its potential applications in other cancer types and in combination therapies signify the expanding role of imatinib in the broader oncological landscape. As we delve deeper into the impact of imatinib on specific types of cancer, it becomes evident that its mechanism of action holds promise for transforming the way we combat this complex disease. The mechanism of action of imatinib. Imatinib's mechanism of action revolves around its ability to selectively inhibit the activity of specific oncogenic proteins, primarily tyrosine kinases, within cancer cells. By binding to the ATP-binding site of these proteins, imatinib prevents their phosphorylation and subsequent activation, thereby disrupting the signaling cascades that drive cell proliferation and survival. In chronic myeloid leukemia, imatinib targets the BCR-ABL fusion protein, which arises from the Philadelphia chromosome translocation and drives the uncontrolled proliferation of myeloid cells. By inhibiting this aberrant protein, imatinib restores normal cellular functions and induces remission in the majority of CML patients. Similarly, in gastrointestinal stromal tumors, imatinib's inhibition of the c-KIT protein, which is frequently mutated in GIST, leads to the suppression of tumor growth and progression. The precision of imatinib's targeting of these specific oncogenic proteins underscores its efficacy in halting the relentless advance of these malignancies. Furthermore, the success of imatinib in these contexts has spurred investigations into its potential in targeting other oncogenic proteins in various cancer types, offering new avenues for personalized and effective cancer treatment. The intricate understanding of imatinib's mechanism of action provides a foundation for its expanding role in the oncology field. Imatinib's mechanism of action represents a paradigm shift in cancer treatment, steering away from the indiscriminate cytotoxicity of traditional chemotherapy towards a more precise, targeted approach. Its ability to selectively inhibit the activity of oncogenic proteins within cancer cells has yielded remarkable outcomes in specific malignancies, setting a precedent for the development of similar therapies. As we unravel the impact of imatinib on specific types of cancer, its mechanism of action emerges as a pivotal factor in reshaping the treatment landscape for these diseases. The impact of imatinib on specific types of cancer. Imatinib's impact on specific types of cancer is most prominently observed in chronic myeloid leukemia, CML, and gastrointestinal stromal tumors, GIST, where it has transformed the prognosis and management of these diseases. In CML, imatinib's ability to target the BCR-ABL fusion protein, a hallmark of the disease, has led to unprecedented rates of deep and durable molecular responses, effectively converting CML from a life-threatening condition to a manageable chronic illness for many patients. The remarkable success of imatinib in inducing and sustaining remissions has positioned it as the standard of care for newly diagnosed CML patients. Similarly, in GIST, imatinib's inhibition of the c-KIT protein, which drives the uncontrolled growth of these tumors, has resulted in significant improvements in progression-free survival and overall survival rates. It has become a cornerstone in the treatment of GIST, demonstrating its efficacy as a first-line therapy and in the adjuvant and metastatic settings. Imatinib's impact on these specific malignancies underscores its pivotal role in reshaping the treatment paradigms for CML and GIST, offering patients newfound hope and optimism in their battle against cancer. Imatinib's impact on specific types of cancer extends beyond CML and GIST, with ongoing research exploring its potential in other malignancies, such as lung and breast cancers. The targeted nature of imatinib's mechanism of action has sparked interest in investigating its efficacy in diverse tumor types, opening avenues for personalized and effective treatment strategies. As we delve into the impact of imatinib on specific types of cancer, its far-reaching implications for the broader oncological landscape become increasingly evident. Clinical trials and research on imatinib. The efficacy and safety of imatinib have been extensively evaluated through clinical trials and ongoing research, providing a wealth of evidence supporting its role in cancer treatment. In the landmark IRIS trial for chronic myeloid leukemia, imatinib demonstrated superior rates of complete cytogenetic responses and progression-free survival compared to standard therapy, solidifying its position as the frontline treatment for CML. Subsequent trials have further elucidated the long-term benefits of imatinib, with a subset of patients achieving deep molecular remissions and sustained treatment-free responses, challenging the conventional notion of indefinite therapy for CML. In the realm of gastrointestinal stromal tumors, imatinib's efficacy as a targeted therapy was established in pivotal trials, leading to its approval as the standard of care for unresectable or metastatic GIST. The results from these trials showcased significant improvements in progression-free survival and overall survival, validating imatinib as a transformative treatment for this subset of patients. Ongoing research continues to explore the optimal duration of imatinib therapy, the potential for treatment discontinuation, and the development of resistance mechanisms, aiming to refine its use and maximize its long-term benefits across various stages of GIST. Moreover, the investigation of imatinib's efficacy in other cancer types, such as lung and breast cancers, has prompted the design of clinical trials evaluating its role in these malignancies. The wealth of data stemming from these trials and research endeavors underscores the robust scientific foundation supporting imatinib's effectiveness in targeted cancer therapy. As we navigate through the clinical trials and research on imatinib, its position as a cornerstone in the treatment of specific malignancies becomes increasingly fortified. Side effects and risks associated with imatinib treatment. While imatinib has transformed the treatment landscape for certain malignancies, it is not without potential side effects and risks that warrant careful consideration. Common adverse effects associated with imatinib therapy include gastrointestinal disturbances, fluid retention, muscle cramps, and skin rashes, which are generally manageable with supportive care and dose modifications. Additionally, more serious adverse events, such as myelosuppression and hepatotoxicity, require close monitoring and proactive management to ensure the safety and tolerability of imatinib treatment. Furthermore, the emergence of resistance to imatinib, particularly in chronic myeloid leukemia and gastrointestinal stromal tumors, poses a significant challenge in the long-term management of these diseases. The development of secondary mutations and alternative signaling pathways can lead to diminished responses to imatinib, necessitating the exploration of second-generation and third-generation tyrosine kinase inhibitors as salvage therapies. The dynamic interplay between the efficacy of imatinib and the potential for resistance underscores the complexity of long-term treatment strategies and the need for vigilant monitoring of patients undergoing imatinib therapy. As imatinib continues to be a mainstay in the treatment of specific malignancies, the awareness of its potential side effects and risks is essential in optimizing patient care and outcomes. The careful balancing of its therapeutic benefits with the management of adverse events and the challenges of resistance underscores the multifaceted nature of imatinib treatment. Success stories and patient experiences with imatinib. The impact of imatinib on patients' lives is best exemplified through their personal success stories and experiences, reflecting the transformative effects of this targeted therapy. Countless individuals diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia have witnessed their disease transform from a life-threatening condition to a manageable chronic illness, thanks to the advent of imatinib. Many have achieved deep molecular remissions, enabling them to lead fulfilling lives and pursue their aspirations without the constant fear of disease progression. Similarly, patients diagnosed with gastrointestinal stromal tumors have experienced substantial improvements in their quality of life and survival outcomes following treatment with imatinib. The ability of imatinib to effectively control the growth of these tumors has provided newfound hope to individuals facing the uncertainty of a GIST diagnosis, allowing them to envision a future free from the constraints of their disease. These first-hand accounts of resilience and triumph underscore the profound impact of imatinib on the lives of those affected by specific malignancies, highlighting its role in restoring hope and normalcy. The narratives of individuals whose lives have been touched by imatinib serve as powerful testaments to the tangible benefits of targeted therapy in cancer treatment. Their resilience in the face of adversity and the remarkable improvements in their health and well-being underscore the profound impact of imatinib beyond clinical outcomes, reinforcing its status as a beacon of hope for patients and their loved ones. Imatinib versus other cancer treatments. The comparison of imatinib with other cancer treatments illuminates its unique position as a targeted therapy with distinct advantages and considerations. Unlike traditional chemotherapy, which exerts broad cytotoxic effects on rapidly dividing cells, imatinib's precision targeting of specific oncogenic proteins within cancer cells minimizes damage to healthy tissues, leading to a more favorable side effect profile. This targeted approach enhances the tolerability of imatinib, allowing for prolonged therapy and improved quality of life for patients undergoing treatment. In contrast to cytotoxic chemotherapy, imatinib's ability to induce deep and durable responses in chronic myeloid leukemia and gastrointestinal stromal tumors, with a subset of patients achieving treatment-free remissions, presents a paradigm shift in the long-term management of these diseases. Additionally, the potential for personalized treatment strategies based on the molecular characteristics of an individual's tumor sets imatinib apart as a cornerstone in the era of precision medicine, opening new possibilities for tailored and effective cancer care. The nuanced comparison of imatinib with conventional cancer treatments highlights its role as a transformative force in the oncology field. As we weigh the merits of imatinib against traditional chemotherapy and emerging targeted therapies, its distinct mechanism of action and favorable therapeutic outcomes underscore its position as a groundbreaking treatment modality for specific malignancies. The unique advantages of imatinib in minimizing systemic toxicity and maximizing targeted efficacy reaffirm its pivotal role in reshaping the landscape of cancer therapy. The future of imatinib in cancer therapy. The future of imatinib in cancer therapy holds promise for further advancements in the treatment of malignancies, as its targeted approach continues to inspire new strategies and discoveries. Ongoing research endeavors seek to expand the utility of imatinib in additional cancer types, exploring its efficacy in combination therapies and investigating the mechanisms underlying resistance. Furthermore, the evolution of next-generation tyrosine kinase inhibitors, aimed at overcoming resistance and enhancing the potency of targeted therapy, signifies a dynamic trajectory for the field of oncology. Moreover, the exploration of novel treatment paradigms, such as treatment discontinuation and molecular-guided therapies, underscores the potential for imatinib to pave the way for personalized and precise cancer care. The integration of imatinib into the broader landscape of immunotherapy and combination regimens heralds a future where targeted therapies play a central role in achieving durable and curative outcomes for patients across a spectrum of malignancies. The evolving prospects for imatinib in cancer therapy underscore its enduring impact and potential for further transformative developments in the field. As we navigate the future of cancer therapy, the role of imatinib as a trailblazer in targeted treatment approaches becomes increasingly prominent, setting the stage for continued advancements and innovations in the pursuit of effective and personalized oncological care. Accessing imatinib treatment. Accessing imatinib treatment is essential for patients diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia and gastrointestinal stromal tumors, as it represents a lifeline in their battle against these malignancies. Imatinib is typically prescribed by oncologists and hematologists specialized in the management of CML and GIST, who monitor its efficacy and safety throughout the course of treatment. The availability of imatinib through pharmacies and specialty distributors ensures that patients have consistent access to this vital therapy, enabling them to adhere to their prescribed regimens and maximize the benefits of targeted treatment. For individuals facing financial barriers to accessing imatinib, patient assistance programs and pharmaceutical support initiatives offer avenues for obtaining the medication at reduced or no cost. These resources play a crucial role in ensuring equitable access to imatinib, empowering patients to receive the treatment they need without the burden of financial constraints. Additionally, healthcare providers and patient advocacy organizations serve as valuable sources of information and support, guiding patients through the process of accessing and navigating imatinib treatment. As we consider the importance of accessing imatinib treatment, the availability of resources and support mechanisms underscores the commitment to ensuring that patients in need can benefit from this transformative therapy. The collaboration between healthcare providers, pharmaceutical companies, and advocacy organizations serves to bridge the gap between patients and the life-saving potential of imatinib in the treatment of specific malignancies. Conclusion and the potential of imatinib in transforming cancer treatment. In conclusion, imatinib's precise mechanism of action and targeted approach have positioned it as a beacon of hope in the treatment of certain malignancies, particularly chronic myeloid leukemia and gastrointestinal stromal tumors. Thanks for watching.